Alright, welcome to a video on solving multivariable linear equations for a variable. So we've just been solving things where we find what x equals and it equals a number, or y equals a number. So now we're going to be solving these for multiple variables. So x is going to equal not just a number, it's going to equal like 4y plus 3, things like that. And we just need to remember that these variables are just standing in place of a number that's unknown to us. So all of our rules for solving just our basic one-step, multi-step equations are going to apply here. We're going to be able to do them. But we also have some more rules that I want you to write down just to help you do these until you get the swing of things. So we got 5 rules here that I want you to kind of remember. And there's more than just 5, but these are the 5 ones that I keep seeing people make the most mistakes on. So rule number 1, you can only add and subtract like variables. So that means I can only add and subtract x's with x's, y's with y's, a's with a's. I can't do 2x minus 3y and get something else. It's just 2x minus 3y. Rule 2, you can multiply and divide any variable with any number or variable. So we can take our variables, so if we had a 2x and we were multiplying it by 2y, we would get 4xy. So we can do that. 3. Variable by itself means x equals, y equals, a equals. By itself means we just have one x, one y, one z, just one variable there. So we don't want another number being multiplied with our variable besides 1. Rule 4, when moving something like a number times x by addition or subtraction, the number and x stay together. So if it says plus 3x, oops, you zoom in a little, and you do that, and then that's not right. They have to stay together. So make them stay together. I'll leave that for you. And our last rule, when writing, put variables in front of numbers. So some of our equations are going to start with something like this, but after we've done some stuff, I want us to write it like this. So you can do it from the start if you want, or you can wait until you've worked through, but I want our variables in front of our numbers. That's going to mean a lot later in the class. So if we get in the habit of doing it now, it'll make things easier later. So I'm going to do 3 examples for you, and then you'll be able to do your practice problems. So we're going to solve for x. So I have x plus 2y equals 4. So I'm solving for my x. That means I need to move everything away from x. Now I don't have anything to combine on either side. I can't combine my x and my 2y, and my 4 is just riding solo over there. So we need to get rid of this plus 2y. So in order to move a plus 2y, I need to subtract 2 times y. I'm going to do that over here. Now notice that I did not put them in line with each other, because I cannot do 4 minus 2y and get a new number. So I'm not going to put them in line if I can't actually add or subtract them together. But here you see I did put them together in this line because I can do that. So my addition of 2y and my subtraction of 2y get rid of each other. So I get x equals, and if I just write the way it is, it says 4 minus 2y. But I said I want the variable to be first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this and this. So this is a minus 2y. Subtract 2y, which is the same as negative 2y. And my 4 doesn't have a negative, so it makes it a positive 4. So there's my solution to that. So I have the same problem I started with over here on the right, but now I'm going to solve for y. So I'm solving for my y, so I need to get my y by itself, so I got to move this x. So this is a positive x, so I need to subtract x. And again, see, I'm not putting them under each other, my number and my variable. So I get 2 multiplied by y equals you know what, instead of doing 4 minus x, I'm just going to move my negative x to the front, and that 4 is positive, so I get plus 4. Now I have to remove this 2, so move the 2, I'm going to divide, and there's 2 ways to do this. You can do 2 divided by everything, just divide everything by 2, or you could divide the whole thing by 2. Either way. So for this one, I'm just going to divide them individually by 2. So I get y equals negative 1 divided by 2x plus 2. Okay, my last one, I'm going to solve this for x, and I got x, y's, and z's here. So first things first, I check. Okay, I don't have anything to combine here, and this is the side my x is on. I don't have anything to combine here, can't combine y's and z's using addition or subtraction. So I need to move everything over, and it doesn't matter the order that we move things over, but again, I want to work away from the variable I'm solving for first. So I want to leave this 3 with that x until I absolutely have to move it. So let's move our negative 3y. So it's minus 3y, so we're going to add 3y. Now I'm going to put that under my other y. Because I have another y here, I'm going to put it in the same little area. Oops. So now we get 3x plus 7 equals 12y minus 6z. Now I'm going to move my 7. I'm going to put that all the way here at the end because it doesn't go with my y or my z, so I'm going to not put it in their lanes. So I get 3 multiplied by x equals 12y, subtract 6z, subtract 7. Now to get rid of my 3 with my x, I divide by 3, and this time I'm going to divide the whole thing by 3. Now I can divide them each individually by 3, but I just want to write it this way, just so you can see another way to do it, and we get this. So there's your lesson. Go ahead and try some of the practice problems.